It's 6:15 on day 4. I am leaving Legion Lake Campground. It's a very nice campground in which they had showers and a bathroom, which is just awesome. There is a sparrow nest under the overhang there. I did get those pictures. Early start today. I thought it was going to be 100 degrees. I think I may have read the forecast wrong. It looks like we're going to stay in the 70s today, so I'm going to try to push some miles. I was going to go to Iron Horse Camp, Iron Creek Horse Camp. That's 7 miles. So we'll see. It's early. I feel pretty good, though my pack is really heavy. It's like monstrous this morning because of the food resupply. Just 3 days, but it feels like 10 extra pounds. I know it's not. So I just have to walk through the campground, hit the trail, cross the highway. Something like this seems like it would be a really good place to keep your eye out for gold. It's like a wash. I did a little bit of research last night, just a tiny bit, when I had service at Legion Lake, and to try to find out the difference between fool's gold and real gold. Just because all the sparkle is catching my eye, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to get rich out here. But I know better. But fool's gold, iron pyrite, is a little bit more metallic reflecting, and gold is, imagine if you would, it's more gold. It's got a more yellowish gold color. So when you look at the two of them next to each other, they really look very different. So if I strike it rich out here on the trail, hopefully I'll know the difference. A lot of logging roads today. I'm at about mile 3, and the Centennial Trail hiking guide says that at about 3 1/4 miles, just off trail, there's a nice view from up on the top of this hill pass that I'm on. So we'll see if I can find it. I do think I found it. So I'm just going to climb up that and see if this is the place that I think it is. Well, it turns out that this was the right place. Let me show you. I don't know. I think I got the bug. I am not getting very far today at all because I just keep finding all these great places where I want to look for gold or crystals or pretty rocks. Shoot. I guess that's a really cool thing that I get to do that right now. I wish I knew more about it because, wow, this area seems like it'd be a lot of fun to dig around in. This is the trail right now, but the water's running through all the rocks and sediment. And my dad used to take me crystal hunting, and he always found the prettiest crystals and the most well-formed crystals in water. And I assume there's something to that. Oh my God, that's so nice. Oh. Stopping for a pack-off break and at this creek because my feet are hurting. So I thought I'd put them in the water for a minute. I have another beef stick for a snack. And I made some. Ooh, that was close. I made some trail mix. It's got melted dairy-free dark chocolate in there. It's gonna be a delicious mess. What is this? Trail magic for Centennial Trail through hikers. My name is Mash. If you need anything, a ride, food, drinks, cabin, showers, laundry, I live down the road and I'm happy to help. Awesome, Nash. Oops, Mash. Oh, look at that guy. That's super sweet. Well, I don't think we need any trail magic, but that's amazing. I think if I was out here for longer, I would totally take some trail magic. Yeah. Well, if that ain't the strangest thing, I just came across that in the trail in a real shady spot, buried underneath some pine and duff. That's from the hailstorm the other night. Across the Black Hills, I was at French Creek Horse Camp. It was my second night out, and one of the other guys that was out here got 2-inch hail, and I think he was up on top of Semelius Pass, but gnarly hailstorm. But that was hail. It's like 80 degrees out. It was just in the right place, shady and hidden. Pretty crazy to see that right now. And just after the hail, we've made it here. Leaving Custer State Park. I have been in Custer State Park since the beginning of my trip. Well, after Wind Cave. Wind Cave was short though. So. Okay. Well, if we're not in Custer State Park anymore, where does that put us? That puts us in wilderness area. I think we're in the Black Elk Peak, Black Elk Creek, Black Elk Peak, Black Elk Wilderness. I'll verify that. It's definitely already feeling a little bit more wildernessy. Much denser forest. Hasn't been logged or cleaned up. More places for critters to hide. But this is Iron Creek. Iron Creek. Looks like it. I might get my feet wet. Huh. It's an interesting little water feature there. Let's go have a look. Well, I guess I wasn't supposed to enter the wilderness if I was going to go to Iron Creek Horse Camp to eat lunch and get water and stuff, and maybe even stay there. That was my initial plan. But here I am, 3/4 of a mile into the wilderness now, and realize that I passed the turnoff for Iron Creek Horse Camp. So, continuing on, I'm just about out of water. One map shows water up here at mile 29. The other map shows no water. But that other map also shows no water where the Iron Creek just was. So I'm going to count on the other map and hope that I can find some water, because I've just got a chug left. Well, I stopped and had some lunch. There was a little stream. I was out of water, so I found some water that is running before the Grizzly Creek Trail, which is where I'm heading to. Hoping I can camp there tonight, which is 3 more miles. So that'll put me at like 10 or so for the day. Close to 10. Farther than I was gonna go, but that's okay because I have been doing lower miles, so this will be good, and it'll set me up really well for tomorrow to go see Mount Rushmore and get lunch at the monument, which I didn't know if I was gonna do or not, but this actually gives me the time. So carrying on through the wilderness. It's beautiful. It is very hot though. Off we go. Today is the first day of the 4 days I've been out here that I've questioned what the hell I'm doing out here. Who does this for fun? I'm not an endurance athlete. In fact, I would tell you I don't even enjoy endurance sports. But backpacking is an endurance sport. The irony is not lost on me. Why do you gotta work so hard to be alone out here? Oh, I guess I'm not alone. There's some horse people coming. Toodles. So that was a whole string of older cowgirls. And they were funny. They asked me if I was fit. And I said, hell no, I'm not fit. But I'm out here anyways. And they said, yep, that's sounds about right. And then they said, well, I hope you're prepared because there's a whole lot of uphill coming. And it's steep. I said, you could have lied to me. You could have lied to me. They said cowgirls don't lie. So, thanks, cowgirls. Okay, I think this is the scenic overlook that maybe you can see a little bit of Mount Rushmore, but my good camera battery died, so I just have my phone, and I'm not willing to take my pack off again and fish out that other battery. I'm just too hot and tired, and I don't have that much further to go today, like a half a mile, so it's not coming out. Whew, yep, there it is. George Washington and a little bit of Lincoln. Oh, there we go. There it is. A snake, not a rattler, I don't think. Pretty sure not. But still startled me a little bit. Okay, so I've made it to this creek that I wanted to camp at, and there's no camp spots. And also, the person who told me that there really wasn't any mosquitoes on this trail to speak of, they lied. They lied so bad. It's very wet down here though, so I should have known better and brought mosquito spray because I'm getting eaten alive. I wouldn't camp down here even if there was a spot. So I have water, and that I'm going to carry to God knows where I'm camping tonight. I have no idea where the next spot is. I gotta hide from the mosquitoes, but can't stop here, so this day is a butt kicker. I want to rest. I want to rest for a little while, but I'm getting eaten alive, so onward and upward. Hopefully not up. Oh, I hope it's flat for a while. Stay tuned. I'm gonna put in some Metallica. I need some motivation for this next push. Is this a trail? Could this be a trail? I may have found a campground. I found a little sleuth trail. Oh, look. Look at that. A beautiful little campground. Ah, mercy. Thank goodness. This is just past the Grizzly Creek Trail. No, the Grizzly Creek. As it crosses the trail, just keep going like a 1/16 of a mile, and you'll see this off to the right. Oh, yay. Happy. I got my camp set up and my hammock, which is my chair. And I'm chilling now. So it dawned on me after resting for a little while that I'm too close to Mount Rushmore to eat lunch there tomorrow. So I'm going to take myself out to dinner to Mount Rushmore. It's 2 miles round trip, and it's just a little after 4:30, so hopefully they're open. I don't have any service, so I don't have any way of checking. I sent Sean an InReach message to see if he could check for me, but I didn't hear back from him, so oh well. I'm gonna adventure off and check for myself. It's not lost on me that I'm going out to dinner on foot in the wilderness area on a through hiking backpack trip. It's pretty crazy. But I do not have my backpack. I'm free. I feel light as a feather. Like I could just float right up there. And here is the turnoff. So that wasn't far at all. He's just eating the bark. Oh no, he's got a worm. Man. He's got a big old worm. I don't know what kind of bird that is, but how cool. Get it, guy. I went and had my chicken sandwich at Mount Rushmore. Totally worth it, except for the bathrooms were closed for cleaning. And I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. They do exist. There's a lot of them out here. So I'm probably gonna go hide in my tent here soon, get my jammies on, and I am licked. 12 miles today, and that's the most I've done in a day. Maybe ever? Maybe? Usually I'm hiking in the Rocky Mountains, and so 7 miles is kind of like a lot for me. But 12 is too much. That was too much for me today. My hips are real sore, and I'm going to go take some ibuprofen and put some Valtron or whatever that cream is, that ibuprofen cream, on my hips. So good night. Mosquitoes. See you tomorrow for day 5.